Day two was better than day one. Um, Good energy, good effort. I think the anxiety of the first day of practice was behind them, and a lot of installation on both sides of the football. Pretty good retention by everybody. A lot to clean up though. We still got a lot of work to do. We haven't had pads on yet, so we're anxious to get to Monday and actually put shoulder pads on for the first time.
Was the conditioning a little bit better today, a second day of practice after kind of getting used to what a 24 practice session is kind of like?
Yeah, I think we made it through pretty well today. I didn't notice anybody really get physically sick or cramps or anything like that, so that was good, and learning curve was good, and it's nice when you come over to the stadium and get a little shade at the end of the day.
Tim Gay was working a little bit with the D-line today. He seemed he was getting fired up during 11 on 11. Seems like, him being that verbal, I'm not used to that. Is he kind of taking to his new position, liking it a lot?
He's excited about it. When I approached him about it, I was not quite certain what he would say. He's mentioned playing linebacker a few times, but I think really defensive end is better for him from a learning curve standpoint, moving over, and from a pass rush standpoint, and from a physical player. And we need to get more plays out of Tim Gay. We need him on the field. I'm hoping we can get 60 to 75 snaps out of him, counting special teams, and we will continue to play him in our big set on short yardage things for offense. He'll still do that, but we need him to contribute more to this team. He's too good a football player to not be out there more.
Coach, first couple of practices in, what do you like about this group so far?
Well, I like the retention. I like the effort, the intensity, the willingness to learn and to correct. I like the way the chemistry of this football team is right now, the bond that they created over the summer and summer workouts. I think physically, Coach couldn't have turned them over to us in pretty good shape. You cannot turn them over in football shape till you play football, but from a conditioning standpoint and everything he did, I think it worked very well, and our strength is up, and that's key too.
How have you liked the play of Damani Alexi through the first couple days?
Good. I think I expect a good year out of Damani. I think in the course of his development, he played last year, and I think early in the year he was probably a little maybe not as confident as you hoped he would be. But by October he started getting that way, and by November he was that way. So he played very physical as the year wore on. Physicality generally comes from confidence. You get to unleash it a little bit more. So I expect him to take off where he left off and really have a good year, maybe a breakout year for him.
You got some familiar names coming back that are kind of emerging as leaders in Mims and Smith and Lowe. I'm sure I could go on, but just what about their abilities as leaders, to lead these younger guys as you continue to get this program to where you want it?
Well, we elected a leadership council back in the spring, 11 guys, and a lot of those guys you mentioned are on there, and of course Tyler Jones and Adrian Ballard and Rusman Nikosevic and a lot of those guys, and they are the good leaders of the team, and they relish that. I think they understand what leaders need to do, when to speak up, and they have all the right values for the team in the right areas. They're not self-centered players; they're team players. So I always think your team leaders carry your team farther than you can carry them. And player-driven teams are usually better than coach-driven teams, and I think the last year or so we've become a lot more player-driven than me having to do it.
I think this team was picked to finish 5th in the conference. Did the players pay any attention to that stuff? Do they use it as motivation? Or?
Oh, I think we know we're fighting for respect, and we know we've got to prove ourselves. We don't expect anything to be given to us. If it's not motivating to them, they're in the wrong place. It should be.